Hi and welcome to my channel. So as we now know, the UK government has announced that from the 11th of March 2024, carers and senior carers, whether you work in a care home, domiciliary care, wherever, it doesn't matter, will no longer be allowed to bring any dependents to the UK. And this is any family members, husband, wife, spouse, children, everybody, you're not allowed to bring any dependents. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 options that you have if you're sat now concerned that you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, what do I do? Don't worry, we're going to discuss 5 options where you're still eligible to bring your dependents to the UK after that specific date. So if you're new to my channel, you're obviously welcome. If you haven't joined this family, take this opportunity now. So hit the subscribe button below so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. I dedicate my time, my energy, my experience, you know what I mean, everything I've got to make sure that you're the first person to be informed about the best opportunities that the UK has to offer. In a way, to be honest with you, don't worry about the carer jobs. They're very low paying anyway. And so people are going to have to think about better alternatives. That's the advantage of this law. I mean, it already happens. We cannot keep crying over spilled milk, but we need to move on. So that's what I'm all about here. So option number one, what is it? Option number one is that you get a carer job, whether you're in the UK or out. It makes no difference whatsoever. It affects everybody. Get a carer job before the 11th of March 2024. You may be started thinking, Melvis, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So if you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped the link in the comment section below where I send information such as this directly to your inbox. I send info about the best opportunities the UK has to offer, career progression, so you're not stuck doing the same thing over and over, but that you're progressing so you can earn more, work less, and retire early. That's my motto. And mind you, if you're new here and you're not aware, you need to join that newsletter. Is completely free. Then I send that info to you. You're also going to find my contact details on there. So there's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address. And if you're sat there and you're thinking to yourself, Melvis, I need help ASAP with all of these opportunities. I'm a bit stuck. I need that tailored guidance for me. I need that individualized support because there's all so much going on and it's very overwhelming. Then again, I can support you with that. So do check the comment section to join the newsletter and then get in contact with me that way. So option number one is get a job before the 11th of March. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. I have supported people that take, a month to get a job, a week to get a job, and I've supported people that take 3 months to get a job, and some people 6 months to get a job. Everybody is not the same. So what I'm saying to you is, if you watch this video and you go apply, I've shared extensive, detailed videos on here about how to apply for all the opportunities that I'm going to talk about in today's video. So there's no excuse. And so, again, it is what it is. You need to go for them. If you're not aware, by the way, I started my own UK journey as well as a carer. So I have gone through that journey, these experiences that I'm talking about, and all of the, the good, the bad, the ugly that comes with career progression in the UK. It is not easy, but it is worthwhile. And like I said previously, I'm happy that some of these changes will force many of us to think about better options that ultimately 10 years from now, you'll sit back and think, oh my goodness, I'm happy that I'm out of this situation, because more people are already thinking about what else they can do. What are the other options? And this leads us beautifully, obviously, to option number 2, which is applying for NHS jobs. NHS jobs are exempted from this law, which means that if you get a job working for the NHS, you can't bring your dependents to the UK. But obviously, getting jobs with the NHS, it takes a lot of zeal. It takes a lot of knowledge, to be able to know what they need and all of that. So they are exempted, and so you can indeed apply. Most of the jobs that the NHS is recruiting for, they don't require any experience, any degree, any qualifications. But what you do need is extensive knowledge to know how to apply, because the applications are very technical and many people struggle with that. And so they just give up. They're like, Mel, this is too complex. I mean, it's not for me. And that is why, by the way, I do have a private career coaching program where I focus on providing one-to-one, tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance to get those jobs. I've worked for the NHS now. I've been here for, is it 13 years now? I've been in the UK. I worked for the NHS. This is my 12th year this year. And having progressed, like I said, from a carer to an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. I have extensive experience, knowledge about interviews, NHS jobs, and all sorts, even though I say so myself. Thank you very much. So, if you need that support, obviously, I can guide you with that confidently and knowing that, yes, you'll be on the right path, on the perfect path to be able to get those jobs. These are not jobs that you get by just saying, Melvis, can I get a job without doing an interview? I don't want to hear any of that. You need to go through the right process. So if you're keen, check the description box below or the about section of this channel, and you can see a link to join my private coaching program. But if you've got any questions, concerns, which is absolutely understandable, check the comment section below. You're going to see my contact details, and contact me if you want to speak to me first, to hear, is it going to be suitable for you? Because obviously my program is not suitable for everybody. It's only for less than 1% of people here that watch these videos, because 99.9% of people want to succeed, but guess what? They're not willing to put in the effort. And if that's you, look, you and I, we're not going to get on. We will not get on. I only like people who are interested, invested, and want to do things the right way. Because in the UK, to have long-term success, you need to learn the basics. You need to learn from the scratch. You don't just sit and you're like, hey, I'm going to get a job. I don't want to do an interview. I mean, how? So do check that out. Also share this video, by the way, with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they're aware of those opportunities. They know that there are other options, because I mean, YouTube these days is going to be full of, oh, no more dependence on this, and people are going to panic. You don't need to panic. This law is going to push many people, and I have been so frustrated for years when I see many immigrants that come to this country. People sacrifice so much to be in this country, yet they put very little effort to progress in their careers. These laws are going to force people to progress, and for me, that's a bonus, because career progression is key. I mean, you earn a lot of money. With my current job as an advanced nurse practitioner, I earn a lot of money, and I can tell you that the job is the easiest job I've ever had, in terms of, because you have that decision making, but I mean, it's amazing, when you're in that position where you know that you're not all stressed out, you're not working under so much pressure. I mean, people are listening to you. If you've got an opinion, people want to hear what you've got to say. It's just really good. And that's why career progression is very good. Many people have a lot of potential from back home. They come to the UK, everything is lost. I mean, I have people in my coaching program who were bank managers back home. They own schools, they own colleges, some people own universities, people own private clinics, and they're in the UK now working as carers. People that had multi-million pound, I don't know, businesses back home, they have sold their businesses, come to this country to work as carers. I hope that this is a drive. I mean, no disrespect being a carer. I mean, like I said, that's why I started, but you cannot remain earning 20,000 per year, depressed, unable to feed your family, unable to pay your rent. It is unacceptable. So this should be the push that you need in order to stand up and say to yourself, look, enough of this. I deserve better. So leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I deserve better. You deserve better pay. I mean, inflation is over the roof. If you have a family and you've got kids, your rent is going to be over £1,000. If you're earning 20,000 per year, I mean, how are you going to survive? It does not work. So this should serve as a push to make sure that you keep on progressing and you keep going for the higher paying jobs, which leads us beautifully to my all-time favorite, Nani Jobs. So Nani Jobs are also exempted, which means if you move to the UK any day as a nanny, you can move with your family. So the dependent thing doesn't affect Nani Jobs. So Nani Jobs are absolutely amazing. I've supported a good number of people to get these jobs. I mean, it takes quite a lot of dedication, obviously, because they pay over £50,000 per year, and you don't even need any experience. Look, it is crazy. There are jobs in this country that pay a lot of money, but it's about you opening your mind, and this is the time to say, oh, actually, there's something else, there's that, there is this. This is what this should be about. So Nani Jobs, I've shared detailed, extensive videos on here about how to apply, requirements, courses, interviews, companies recruiting. There's all of that on this channel. So all you need to do at your convenient time, when you're just like, hey, Melvis, I'm just chilling out, I'm a little bit bored, maybe, why not, check out those videos so that you can get to see more information. But if you are part of my private coaching program, check your nursing community hub. It's got information about Nani Jobs, companies that are recruiting. If you want me to review your CV, you need to know more about the interview preparation, then contact me after this video and I'll go through that information with you, because I know that there are many people that need that tailored guidance rather than just a YouTube video like this that is very generic, non-specific, and just really all over the place maybe. So that's what tailored guidance is, so life changing. And again, like I said, if you check your community hub where it says other UK visas, you see the companies that recruit nannies and there's teaching jobs, carer jobs, all sorts. But just contact me if you've got any questions about it. And also, during our live session on Thursday, we'll go into a lot of detail about these opportunities, because we need to do everything possible to make sure that we are going for the best. And anybody who is obviously applying for these jobs, it is crucial that you know exactly what is needed. So that is option number 3, the good old nanny jobs that I absolutely adore and that are incredibly high paying. You earn from £50,000 and above. The best thing also about these is that with a new increment for the salary threshold to get a skilled worker visa, which by the way comes into force from the 4th of April, nanny jobs are also ideal, and they're going to beat that. Because if you're not earning £38,700 per year, you will not be able to get a skilled worker visa, which means you're going to get yourself into the catch-24 situation where if you get a carer visa, you cannot bring dependents. But for you to get a skilled worker visa, you need to be earning 38,000. That's what the government has done. They're very wise, very smart. But let me tell you, we need to outsmart all of these. So option number, was it 4 or 3? Well, the good old teaching jobs. So teaching jobs, yes, you can move to the UK as a teacher. They've got qualified teachers. They've got teachers with QTS, without QTS. There's teacher training programs. Some have relocation bonuses, depending on the subjects you're teaching. So you can also move with your dependents to the UK if you're coming as a teacher. But let me tell you something about teaching jobs. You need to be smart when you're applying. Science subjects, physics, mathematics, biology, those subjects that are so tough, chemistry, those ones offer visa sponsorship more. That's how it is. Because the whole point about visa sponsorship is that they are struggling to recruit from the UK. So if you're teaching things like, I don't know, English, you're teaching things like, what else? Geography, history. I mean, those are pretty easy subjects. I mean, they're very easy to find people in the UK to teach them. So the more challenging it is, the more likely you are to get it. Just keep that in mind. Again, I've done extensively detailed videos on here about some of these opportunities. So early year teachers as well are really needed. Teachers that work in special needs are really needed as well. So you need to be very smart when you're going for these opportunities. So again, because they are not all the same. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I'm going to join you there. Also share this, by the way, with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that are aware of these exemptions and that people are not alarmed saying, hey, I'm not going to come to the UK. I mean, I'm so stressed out. I cannot bring dependents. But people should know that this only affects carers and senior carers that are coming after that date. But also, there are lots of other opportunities that they can pursue and get into. Because who said that all of us have to come to the UK as carers? I mean, it's also going to help in the sense that all these people are coming to the UK as carers that don't want carer jobs or don't have the skills, the knowledge, the finesse that you need to be a carer. I mean, not everybody um is meant to be giving direct, patient contact. Personally, as an advanced nurse practitioner, I absolutely love clinical nursing. I'm a clinical girl. I like to be there with my patient, talk to the patients, examine them, what's going on, and discuss with them. That's what I like, much more than the management side of nursing, even though with my job now, I have to do both. But, it's not everybody that is made for that. Some people are meant to be in an office, in a healthcare facility, doing the office work and doing everything else behind the logistics rather than being with the patient. And that is fine. It's okay. So this is the time to explore those other opportunities, which I have shared extensively again on this channel. Now, option number 5 is a good old construction. Look, construction jobs pay from £4,000 per month. £4,000 starting salary. Many people that work in construction in the UK that have like 5 years experience, they can earn on average £10,000 per month. I have friends that work in construction, and look, they are loaded. They are the wealthiest of friends that I have. If you're a doctor in the UK, for example, they are broke. They haven't got any money, except if you have resigned and you're just doing locum and you're working 24/7. But people that work in construction, those are the people that have got money. They are wealthy. Look, they are loaded because it is a sector that pays a lot of money. But guess what? Many people don't get into it because they are not aware. because people don't know about this. So again, I've shared loads of extensive videos on here about construction jobs, and this time where husband and wife will need to both apply for visas. I mean, you may want to explore some of these opportunities as well, so that even if one person wants the carer jobs and one person is going for construction jobs, the whole family can apply together, because that's what's going to be happening. If you want to move to the UK, get your own visa kind of thing. That's what it's about. But remember that the point of this video is that these jobs are exempted, which means that if one person gets a job in construction, the other one can come as a dependent, so that you have the advantage where the dependent is more flexible, and then it helps with the family. Because there's nothing worse than having two people on visa restrictions. Is the most terrible thing ever. Many people have successfully studied in the UK because they were able to bring a dependent who was then more flexible to work more hours, less hours, do high paying jobs. That really does help. So that's why I'm sharing this. So don't be disheartened if you're thinking, oh my God, I can no longer bring dependents to the UK as a carer. Look, you don't need to come to the UK as a carer. There are other options. And like I said, I do offer one-to-one support with getting all of this. You need to be patient, you need to be persistent, you need to be willing, you need to be ready, you need to be part of the top 1% if you want to work with me. Because like I say, 99.9% of people that are here and now watching this video will not do anything about what I'm talking about. They'll sit at home and complain and write comments and say, oh my God, what am I going to do? How will I move my dependents to the UK? Oh, look, please. So again, if you haven't joined this family, by the way, really hit that subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. Also, if you haven't joined my newsletter as well, check the comment section below. Do join the newsletter so I send that info directly to you. And if you need to contact me, my contact details are in the comment section on my newsletter, so that if you need that one-to-one support, then you're welcome. Check this out.